Hi garden friends. In my last video I talked about what's right around the corner. Well, what I was referring to was not about the holiday, and it wasn't about New Year's. What I was referring to was what's right around the corner in year 2025 for gardening. Are you a beginning gardener or a seasoned gardener? Either way, you could both benefit from today's video. So let's get into it. The first thing that I would do if I was going to start a new garden in 2025, I would find out what my hardiness zone was. Now that's easy enough to do. All you have to do is Google your zip code and you'll find out what your hardiness zone is. So moving on to the next thing, what you might want to think about doing is some research. Now you can find out a little bit more about plants on Pinterest, in books, magazines, or gardening articles to see what plants that you gravitate towards. But it would be a great idea if you could figure out what your garden style is. Do you want a naturalized garden? Do you want a formal garden? How about a cut flower garden? Or a cottage garden? There's a lot of options to choose from. You could also do container gardening, especially if you have a small space. That's easy enough to do. So after figuring out what you think your garden style might be, and that can change over time, I know that mine has, then you can look at a selection of plant material in a variety of ways, either online, on websites such as Proven Winners. This is not a sponsored video, but I just happen to love Proven Winners plants. They have a huge variety and they perform beautifully. One thing you could add is this Mexican orange blossom. It's an evergreen and it gets beautiful white flowers on it. One of the things that I usually do in the winter months is I look through some gardening books. Now this book is by Lisa Mason Ziegler, and she's been a cut flower farmer for 20 or 30 years. Now this is a lovely book, and it's based on mostly cool flowers as described in the title of the book. This is a great resource for beginning gardeners, intermediate gardeners, or even advanced gardeners. Love this book. This is an abelia. It's called Kaleidoscope. It's another excellent choice for a large shrub in your landscape garden. I also have a beautiful fern here, and it's terrific too. Now it'll die back, of course, but I think it's spectacular. There's also the old standby. Now I garden in Hardiness Zone 9A, which is the beautiful Pacific Northwest. So this is one of my old standbys. Sunset Western Gardening book. It has a huge selection of things that you can add to your garden. Pergolas, stairs, walls, all kinds of different hardscaping, as well as gardening styles. This has been around for years, and they probably have one that's best for your area of gardening. You might also want to consider this manzanita. It does get quite large. I have a larger specimen on the other side of my house. It's gorgeous. And that's an evergreen as well. One of the other books that I absolutely love and I just received is Dream Plants. It's by Pete Alduff and Kent Gerritsen. Now, this is a fantastic book for the natural garden, which is what they gravitate towards. Pete Alduff has designed gardens such as the Lurie Garden in Chicago. And he has also designed gardens all over the world. Here is a spectacular fern that I have growing in the front of my house, along with Brunnera and feather false grass. And this is a heuchera. All great options. Still looking good towards the end of December. So, dream plants for the natural garden. Beautiful. One of the other things you might consider is starting seeds. Yeah, I didn't think I could do it either, but I grew over 300 seedlings last year. And I'll be doing a video about what that's all about in the future. So stay tuned for that. So I will be covering soil blocking as well as starting seeds in trays. And my go-to company to purchase seeds is Johnny's. Now, Johnny's has a lot of information on the back of their seed packets that, quite frankly, most seed companies don't have. So that's extremely beneficial when you go to start your seeds. So I hope I've given you some inspiration today and some different ideas about what you might want to consider over these winter months as we hunker down and wait for it to blow over. I hope you're having a great gardening day. And please consider any of these booklets or this information to do some research for your own garden. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope you're having a great gardening day. Catch you in the next one.